Hi, my name is Alexandria Cameron, and this is for my Introduction to Mindfulness course. I have chosen 3 mindfulness scripts from Anxiety Canada. These were some of the resources that were on our course page online, and I chose these scripts specifically because as somebody that struggles with anxiety and works with students with anxiety, I think that these scripts could be really helpful for both myself and my students. These scripts could be implemented in class before writing assignments and also to just center ourselves when we're getting ready to read, write, or just to begin class in general. So I chose 2 short scripts from Anxiety Canada, and then I also chose one longer script from Anxiety Canada Youth on mindful breathing. So here are scripts number 1 and 2 from Anxiety Canada. The first script is called Come Back, and when you catch yourself being caught up in worries about the future or guilt and regret about the past, just notice that it is happening and simply and kindly say to yourself, come back. Then take a calming breath and focus on what you are doing right now. I thought that this script was extremely simple, but it was also really helpful because I myself find that my brain overthinks things, overanalyzes things, and I tend to think about the worst possible scenario. And sometimes I need to just breathe and tell myself to come back. There's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with somebody that deals with anxiety. This is actually a normal thing for somebody that deals with anxiety. And having these coping mechanisms is incredibly helpful and normalizes what we're going through. So I thought that this kind way to talk to yourself was really important, and I think that students could benefit from this as well. Also, I found 3 senses, which is another mindfulness trick, and this is simply to notice what you are experiencing right now through 3 senses, sound, sight, and touch. You take a few slow breaths and ask yourself, what are 3 things I can hear? An example could be clock on the wall, car going by, music in the next room, my breath in and out. What are 3 things I can see? So examples would be this table, the chair that I'm sitting in, the sign, a person walking by, the street. And then what are 3 things I can feel? So the chair under me, the armrest, the ground under my feet, my phone in my pocket, or just my hands touching each other, anything that you could see or feel to ground yourself in the moment. And this could be used when somebody is having an anxiety attack, and this can ground the person. As somebody, again, with anxiety myself, this would be extremely helpful because sometimes I just need to remind myself where I am and that I am okay. And this is helpful because it steadies myself and I can realize that, okay, I can come back and then take account of the things around me and what's going on in the here and now, not in the worst case scenario. The longer script that I chose was mindful breathing, and the way that I envision this working in a class is that I will be teaching a creative writing class next year. And speaking for myself personally, I can, as a writer myself, get too far in my head and think, oh my gosh, like I suck at writing. This is terrible, and get really anxious and nervous before I even put pen to paper. But this exercise can ground us, and I say us because I'm talking about me, myself, and then potentially students if we do this exercise before a writing task of just center ourselves, what's going on in the here and now, this is what we're going to do, and then calm ourselves before engaging in this type of creative process. So the mindful breathing exercise goes like this. The intention of this brief exercise is to focus your attention on your breath as you allow thoughts and sensations to come and go in the background. Find a comfortable place to sit. Put your feet flat on the ground and try to straighten your posture. Gently close your eyes. Let your shoulders drop down and away from your ears. Pay attention to your breathing and just allow yourself to continue to breathe naturally. Now rest your hands gently on your belly with the fingertips of each hand lightly touching in the middle. Breathe in smoothly through your nose. And exhale slowly through your mouth. Continue to take slow, smooth breaths. When you breathe in, notice your belly, push your hands gently apart as you fill your lower lungs with air. When you breathe out, notice your belly sink back towards your spine as you release your breath. You can imagine that your belly is a balloon. Fill it with air and then watch it deflate. Now continue to focus on the gentle inhalation and exhalation of your breath. In and out. If any other thoughts or images come into your mind during this exercise, just notice them and gently bring your attention back to your breath. You may also become aware of physical sensations or feelings in your body. Simply notice them, and then again, bring your mind back to your breath. You don't need to analyze or give these thoughts or feelings any meaning in this moment. Simply acknowledge them without judgment and bring your mind back to your breath. It's normal for your mind to wander. Simply notice that your mind has wandered and gently bring your attention back to your breath. Continue to focus on your breathing and stay in this relaxed state for as long as you like. When you are ready, slowly open your eyes and bring your attention back to your surroundings. I chose these 3 mindfulness scripts because I could see them as being really helpful for not only myself, but also my students in the classroom, because as somebody that struggles with anxiety and works with children with anxiety, I understand that this is something that many people struggle with, and I thought that these scripts were extremely helpful for both myself and students. Thank you.